Rapunzel and the Princesses
This is ridiculous. I quit.
versus the Witches. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, on a night when wish lanterns adorned the sky, Rapunzel, Cinderella, the mermaid Aria, and Snow White were all under the ocean lighthouse. Each princess made a wish to make the world better, and the sun rose again. Rapunzel's tiny friend Clapsy woke up before all of the princesses set off to the magical forest to pick sweet cherries. The cherries were such a gorgeous red and so shiny that she couldn't help herself and ate a whole basket.
So delicious!
Then Clapsy noticed a baby deer passing through the trees. The deer had a hurt foot.
Hello, baby deer! What happened to you? Come with me. I know someone who can make you feel better.
Clapsy turned around and started to move forward when something about the baby deer changed. Its eyes turned glowing red, but Clapsy didn't notice the terrifying change and brought the deer to Snow White. Snow White had a magical power to heal animals. When Snow White approached the baby deer to heal its leg, the innocent-looking deer instantly transformed into the evil Queen Hela. When Snow White saw Hela, she was very frightened.
Hela, how did you find me here?
Hela waved her arms magically, and the ground beneath the princess split open, and Snow White fell into the depths of the chasm.
You will rot and grow ugly, Snow White. No one in this world can be as beautiful as I.
Snow White fell straight down into a tunnel and was imprisoned in a dungeon. But up above, the other princesses noticed Snow White's disappearance, and they all set out in search of her.
Snow White! Where are you?
Cinderella was walking in the area where Snow White went missing. She had taken a few steps more when... she fell into the dungeon too. Then the mermaid Aria was sent a seashell by the waves crashing on the shore and listened to it.
What? They took them underground?
The mermaid Aria gave the seashell back to the waves and immediately went to the magic forest. At the same time, Rapunzel and Clapsy had reached the spot where Snow White had disappeared.
Snow White! Where are you?
Where did you go?
Rapunzel! Look! The last time I saw her, she was right here.
And with those words, the ground split again. And just as Rapunzel was about to fall in, Aria, who was racing towards her, realized what was happening and used her arms to force Rapunzel out of the way. Rapunzel hung in a bubble of air and touched back on land. When Aria reached Rapunzel's side, the chasm in the ground was still open, and voices were coming from in it.
Help! Save us!
We can't get out of here. Upon hearing the princesses' voices, Rapunzel let down her hair into the pit to help them. Clinging to her hair, Aria lowered herself down.
We're coming! Don't worry!
Aria, look out! When Aria turned around to look, there she saw Vega and Hela.
Vega! How are you even here?
Apparently you've forgotten my powers, Aria. When Arya least expected it, Vega began to shoot ink from her octopus arms at her. Arya generated a shield around her to protect herself. At the same time, above ground, Rapunzel's baby dragon Drado had eaten so many dragon fruits that he turned into a huge dragon. Seeing this, Rapunzel understood that Drado had gained a lot of power. Drado, help us! Drado stomped his feet on the ground so hard that... What's going on? It's going to cave in on us! Ah! We'll be trapped down here! Realizing this was her chance, Arya used all her strength and pulled open the dungeon bars and got Snow White and Cinderella out of the tunnel. But of course, once topside, the princesses weren't out of the woods yet. In fact, they were right in the middle of the woods. Xenia and Camilla were standing right in front of the princesses.
Broom, sweep, 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 a rock monster to make. Beating these princesses will be a piece of cake.
Camilla's magical broomstick, Broomy, swept up chunks of rock and placed them in front of Camilla. When there were enough rocks, Xenia used her powerful magic to create a giant stone man. The stone man stepped towards the princesses to hurt them. Rapunzel stretched her hair out like a rope and tied together the legs of the stone man. But while the stone man may have fallen, he was not beat. He got back up and began to run. I can't stop him. Mermaid Arya tried to use her power to the stone man in the air and sent him in another direction, but she couldn't. He's too heavy! I can't lift him! Next up was Cinderella, who began to call on the aid of all the animals in the forest. Hear me, beasts of the forest! The stone man was just steps away and about to hurt them when, up in the sky, the dragon Drado showed his might. Drado heaved a breath of fire at the stone man. The stone man lost his balance, crashed to the ground, but wasn't injured. When the dragon once again began to blast him with fire, the stone man tore off a piece of his arm and threw it at the dragon. The mermaid Arya took control of the rock chunk and stopped it from hitting the dragon. Drado was enraged by this and snatched the stone man in his claws, flying to the end of a cliff. And he let him go. Falling from a great height, the stone man was smashed into pieces. The dragon Drado could be seen in the hills. The witches were so scared of the power of the princesses and dragon that they immediately turned and ran away.
You can't defeat us when we stick together, witches. We got animals and a dragon and superpowers. But just a little love could have fixed everything. Then all of the princesses climbed onto Drado's back and flew to the ocean lighthouse. Good had once again triumphed over evil. But what really matters is teaching goodness to evil hearts. Rapunzel and the disappearing colors. Once upon a time, there was an incredibly beautiful girl named Rapunzel. Her hair was so long that when she was sleeping, her hair reached out of the door. In the mornings,
she would wake up and stand in front of the mirror to talk with her dear friend Clapsy, who was an enchanted hair clip. Good morning, Clapsy. Did you sleep well?
Actually, I still need to sleep.
Would you like to go to the garden and pick some fruit? The sun is shining. And I can't climb as well as you can.
You can. Of course you can. Just use your hair.
Okay. Rapunzel left Clapsy in front of the mirror to sleep, and she went to the garden. There was a beautiful cherry tree that was so lovely that when she saw it, her cheeks blushed. Rapunzel used her hair to climb up into the tree and sat on a thick tree branch, and she began to eat the cherries. Her cute dragon friend Drado appeared, flying towards her in the sky. Drado! Hey! I'm down here! Drado! Hi! Woohoo! Drado came to Rapunzel. He landed on the ground, but he seemed upset. What happened, Drado? Why are you so upset? Drado gave a flower to Rapunzel from his mouth. Flowers are always colorful, but this one was a pale gray color. But that's so strange. This is usually a very colorful kind of flower. Why does it look so pale and sickly? Drado pointed at the grass behind Rapunzel with his head. When she bent down and looked at the grass, she saw that the beautiful color green was fading away. What's happening? Is there something harmful in the soil? And then a few cherries fell to the ground from the tree. And as they hit the ground, their fresh red color turned pale and faded to gray. No! If we can't find why this is happening, everything beautiful in nature will disappear. Rapunzel went to work to try to save the colors of the forest. But deeper in the forest, the witch Camilla, who lives at the top of a tower stretching to the sky, was casting a terrible spell.
Broomy, broomy, my dear broom. Do you see how Rapunzel is upset about this spell?
Even the magic broom Broomy was scared of Camilla.
Mom, you're casting a really powerful spell, but what if the spell takes away the color here and you lose your beautiful red hair? Don't worry, Broomy. Nothing will happen to us. Now, let's put these golden balls inside the boiling cauldron.
After Camilla added the golden balls to the cauldron, Broomy looked out through the window. And she saw the forest. Everything in the forest was losing their colors. Leaves, trees, even some insects. Camilla came to the window, and when she looked out through the window,
soon Rapunzel will come to me. And when she comes, Broomy, with this special elixir in my hands, we will imprison her in this tower again.
the wicked witch Camilla waited for Rapunzel to come. Rapunzel was on the road with her friend Clapsy. Do you see, Clapsy? Look what had happened to this green forest. Even the sun is about to lose its color. I wonder if this is an evil spell from the witch Camilla.
Yes, It is so sad to see the forest like this. Aren't you afraid that Camilla can hurt us too when we meet her? No, we can protect ourselves. Besides, we don't have any other choice if we're going to save the color in the forest. Yes, you're right, Rapunzel. After a bit more walking on the road of the forest, Rapunzel and Clapsy arrived at the tower where the witch lives. Camilla! Camilla! Inside, Camilla heard Rapunzel's voice and knew Rapunzel had arrived. You see, Broomy, Rapunzel fell into my trap. Come on, fly down and bring her here. Broomy flew out of the window and down to Rapunzel. I came to take you to Madame Camilla. Rapunzel got on the broom, and they flew to the witch Camilla. Welcome, golden-haired Rapunzel. To what do we owe this pleasure? Camilla, all the colors in the nature are disappearing one by one. If you're behind this, you're going to stop immediately. Stop? Do you see this boiling cauldron, Rapunzel? This cauldron will keep on boiling until all the colors disappear. Rapunzel walked to the boiling cauldron. Oh no, no, no! Why are you doing this? Camilla snuck up behind Rapunzel, poured the elixir into her hair. No! Stop! Immediately, Rapunzel's golden, magical hair began to lose its color. What's happening? Ah, my hair! What? My hair! The magic potion did its work, and Camilla's hair began to grow long and golden. And from now on, your golden hair will be mine forever, Rapunzel. No! 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 And then Rapunzel awoke. She had never even gotten out of bed. No! My hair! Rapunzel? What's wrong? Good morning. Time to get up. And it had all been a terrible bad dream. Huh? What? Morning? Oh. Rapunzel got out of bed and looked out through the window. Everything was in its own color. The forest was green as always, and the sun was shining brightly. I saw such a horrible nightmare, Clapsy. All the colors of nature were disappearing one by one. Flowers, grass, trees. After that, Camilla was stealing my hair and adding them to her hair. Can you believe that? Fortunately, none of them was real. It was just a dream, that's all. After her horrible dream, Rapunzel stood at the window and stared at the beautiful, peaceful view. She put her brush to her favorite colors and began to draw the picture of this beautiful forest. Of course, she wasn't aware that Camilla's plans were working perfectly. Yes. Now I can control your dreams, Rapunzel. Soon your golden hair will be mine.